The Philips W6610 marks the company's re-entry into the mobile phone arena. The Android smartphone doesn't seem very exciting at first glance, with average specs like a 5-inch display with a resolution of 960 by 540 pixels, a 1.3 GHz quad-core MediaTek processor, 1 GB of RAM and 4 GB of expandable internal storage. However, its mammoth 5300 mAh battery is what got our attention. We put the device to the test in our labs, and here's how it fared. For an Android smartphone, the W6610 is one of the bulkiest we've seen recently, measuring 11.4 mm in thickness and weighing a heavy 200 grams. In the front, it sports a row of Android capacitive keys below the display. On top, you'll find the 2-megapixel front camera, duo of sensors, LED notification light and earpiece. The micro USB port is hidden behind a flimsy flap at the bottom, while the 3.5 mm audio jack is on top. On the right side, you'll find the power button and a dedicated switch to enable a power-saving mode. The volume rocker is situated on the left spine. The back panel features the 8-megapixel primary camera with flash on top and the loudspeaker at the bottom. While the rear cover itself is not removable, there's a metal strip which can be pried open to reveal the 2 regular SIM slots and a microSD card slot. The W6610 runs an almost stock version of Android 4.2.2 Jelly Bean. There are hardly any visible changes to the interface, barring a few tweaks to select icons and the notification bar, which sports a quick settings tab. Preloaded apps are also negligible unless you count Chrome and utilities like an FM radio and torch. The only addition of note is power saving, an app that will help you extend the battery life of the phone even longer. The default mode disables all data and Wi-Fi, but you can specify settings in the customized mode. Coming to the cameras, the 8-megapixel primary shooter can take decent daylight shots, but falters in low light. There's also a dedicated on-screen button to enable various color effects. The front camera is fixed focus but can take a usable selfie in bright light. The W6610 offers 4 GB of storage, which is quite low for a smartphone in its price range. Out of this, around 2.7 GB is available to the user. Regarding performance, the device can handle day-to-day tasks well enough, with no noticeable lags or app closes. It's no powerhouse, but intensive games like Riptide GP2 play without freezes. Battery life is clearly an area where the device shines, easily lasting for 2 to 3 days with heavy use. In our video loop test, it gave us 23 hours of playback, the longest we've seen on a smartphone so far. To sum it all up, the Philips W6610 is obviously a niche product, targeted at those who require a smartphone but don't want to be plagued by battery issues. Unfortunately, its low storage, average display resolution, outdated operating system, and high price don't bode well, given the competition in the form of the Gionee M2 and Micromax canvas power. But given that it's now selling for significantly less than its MRP of Rs 20,650, the W6610 could be a palatable proposition, as long as you're willing to make a few compromises.